7, I just realized I may be speaking on my headset. I'm not sure what you're speaking on, but I'm going to pretend like we're speaking on my headset here, which I normally do not do, but hope you all had a good weekend. It was my birthday weekend, so thank you to for all the birthday wishes that I got. Appreciate it big time. So it's kind of like when you have a birthday, it's kind of like a new year. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I look back at my real estate career, and when I started real estate in 1998, how things took off and how things worked and what didn't work for me. And I've also just been on my own personal journey of growth for the last 11 years. That I guess you'd say since probably I felt like I was at my lowest of lows 11 years ago in 2009, about 2010. And I wanted to change some things. I wanted my life to change. I was, as they say, sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was in debt. I was alienated from my family. I was going through my second divorce, and my finances were in the toilet. My emotional well-being was in the toilet. You couldn't tell it because I'm one of those, like, a super positive person. I was just like, I'm a big believer in the power of positive thinking. And so I was always positive, but I was burying all the negative rather than dealing with all the negative. If you've ever been there. And so I was like, something's got to change. So I was like, what can I do to change this? What can I do to make my life better? And I just started working on me. I started growing. I started working on me. And I started, one of the hardest things to do is get honest with yourself. That was one of the things I did. So anyway, good morning. As you join us, thank you for joining me today. As you come on, post where you are. And if you have any real estate questions, post those. So I'm going to talk about these 4 powers that have changed my life as both as a real estate agent, now as a real estate coach, but also as a father, as a husband, as a friend. I think these 4 things they are what I call the 4 superpowers. So those of you that have trained with me before, good morning, William. Good to see you from Salem, Massachusetts. Good morning. For those of you that have trained with me before, you've heard me talk about the 4 superpowers. So I think these 4 powers can absolutely change your life. And when I started real estate, I had 2 of the 4. As I grew in real estate, I developed 3 of the 4, and the 4th one eluded me for many, many years. And when you have the cocktail, when you have the recipe of all 4 ingredients, it all works. And it works, period. And these are what most real estate agents do not have. So number 1 is commitment. Commitment. And I'm talking about absolute, total, 100% commitment. Do what you say you're going to do. All in. I don't try it. I do whatever it takes because I'm committed. And one of the things I've noticed about real estate agents is so many of them are not. They're like, I'm trying, but they still give themselves the option of not doing what they say. The reason that you fail is because you still give yourself a choice. You give yourself a choice to not prospect. You give yourself a choice to not stay on your schedule. You give yourself a choice to do this or not do this. Okay. Good morning, Bert. Good to see you from Santa Clara, California. As you come on, make sure you post where you are in the world today. I'm squinting because I'm trying to see this without putting on my glasses. My glasses are crooked. These are just cheap. They're blue blockers. But they're magnify the reading a little bit. That's what happens as you get older. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. As you come on, post where you are in the world today. We're talking about the 4 superpowers of success and how that I had 2 of the 4 when I started real estate. I developed a 3rd, and the 4th one took me years. And I never had it when I was really selling real estate full time. It only came later. It really came in I've been selling real estate, doing real estate for over 20 years. And really only in the last 9, 8 years has the 4th superpower really been in my arsenal. So the first one is commitment. Agents, if you give your people still give themselves a choice to fail. You give yourself a choice to not prospect, to not stay on your schedule, and you screw yourself because you're not committed. You say you're committed, but you're not committed. Number two is competence. Competence. And when I talk about competence, I'm talking about being the best at what you do, being the best in your market. True competence is you be able to handle everything in your real estate business. And the real estate industry is a cesspool of incompetence. It's just insane because you can go to school for 2 or 3 months, not even school. You go to online courses and pass a test, a multiple choice test, and get your license. And companies, brokerages don't train you. I mean, a lot of them give training, but not to a level of competence. And so the incompetence. But if you become a master of what to say and how to say it, of learning how to communicate, a master of communication, a master of influence and persuasion, and a master of delivering results for your clients. That is so, so powerful. But most people don't do it. Most agents don't do it. Commitment. Number two is commitment. Number two is competence, becoming great at what you do at delivering results for your clients, because it's about them. It's not about you. And then the third thing is compassion. The third superpower is compassion. You care about your clients more than you care about the money. And, some people do, some people don't. It was my greatest superpower when I started real estate was I legitimately cared about the people that I worked with. I wanted to help them get the best results. And I cared about their happiness. I cared about their getting the house they wanted or getting the house sold. I cared about it. And as I got more competent and got more into numbers and hitting my goals and all that, I cared less. And that hurt me. Compassion, caring. It's part of what we do as real estate agents. You are a fiduciary. You represent somebody else. Agents forget that you're called an agent. An agent is someone who acts on behalf of another. That is your job. Your job is to act on behalf of another. That takes compassion. You got to care about the people you're serving. And then number four. And by the way, I'd like to hear from you guys. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for the thumbs up. Good morning. I'm just going to stop here real quick and just going to greet everybody. Let me see who we have on. William from Salem. Good morning. Gabriel from Orlando, Florida. Good morning. What's up? Alan from Greensboro, North Carolina. What's going on? Kevin Hawthorne from Florida. Good to see you. And Vasilina from Medfield, Massachusetts. What's up? Xavier Rora from Denver, Colorado. And Isaac Rottenberg from New York. Good to see you guys. So here's the fourth superpower. And this was the one that I did not have. Number four. Number one is commitment. Number two is competence. Number three is compassion. And number four is courage. Courage. The courage to do what's right, the courage to do what you're supposed to do, the courage to have straightforward conversations with people, the courage to tell people the truth, the courage to do something because it's the best thing, not because it will make everybody happy, the courage to be true to yourself, the courage to be honest with yourself. I sucked at that. I sucked at that like crazy. And that was the hardest superpower for me to get. I committed. When I started real estate, I was committed. I quit my job. I'm all in. It was sink or swim. And sinking was not an option. I was committed to succeeding, period, end of story. I was compassionate. I cared about people. And so those two superpowers worked great. I didn't know what I was doing, but those two superpowers were at play for me. And so I learned competence over time. But guys, to get really competent in real estate takes years, not months. And most agents don't have years because they don't know what to do to get started. And so they stumble and fumble along. And then the average real estate agent still does less than 10 deals a year, way less than 10 deals a year because they're incompetent. And then courage. So many agents operate in fear. So here's what I want to hear from you guys. Which is your strongest superpower? Commitment. You do what you say you're going to do. Competence. You're the best at delivering better results than anybody else. Compassion. You care about people. Or number three, courage. You're willing to do what's right, tell the truth, be honest with yourself, be honest with other people, even if they may not like it. Commitment. Rora says commitment. What do you guys say? Good morning, Hope from Georgia. Good to see you. I love the four powers. Thank you. Hope says compassion and courage. Nice. Okay. Compassion is, courage is the tough one, has been the toughest one for my life. Competence. So Princess says she's the best. Love it. Bert says compassion. Hi, Princess Dynami from Milwaukee. Xavier says competence. Oh, you guys think you're good. All right. William, compassion and courage. Awesome. Now, here's the deal. It takes all four. You cannot succeed at a high level without all four superpowers. And the reason I call them superpowers is because they drive not just your business success, they drive everything in your life. When your commitment to your business, your commitment to your clients is one thing, but what about your commitment to your family? What about your commitment to your friends? What about your commitment to yourself? What about your commitment to your word? What about your commitment to God? If you are a person of faith, your commitment is critical in all areas of your life. What about competence? Well, same thing. Now, in your business, it's more directly related to financial success. If you're not competent, you're going to be broke. If you are competent and you do have the other three superpowers, you're going to make a lot of money. Caring. I just think you can tell. There's so much plastic people out there. There's so many people that are just in it for the money, and you can tell, and it drives people crazy. You want to set yourself apart. You want to beat Zillow, guys. Here's how you beat Zillow. You actually care about people. See, balls of brass. All right, there's the courage. Okay, good. Hello, Aminata, good to see you. Oops. Compassion, good. Jenny, hello, Jenny. Good to see you. Some of you, I guess, are recognized from Yes Masters. Need more compassion. Okay, just turn it on. It's just a choice. Just choose to put other people ahead of yourself. They're not better than you. People aren't more important than you, but you just choose to say, you know what, I'm going to serve their needs, make sure they're taken care of. When they're taken care of well, you're going to get taken care of well. When you do this right, when you get the other three superpowers working, the fourth, and you add compassion, you take care of people, you're going to get success. You're going to get it. Okay, just that, it's that powerful. So think about now, the other question is, which one of the four superpowers is your weakest? So your strength, awesome. Where are you weak? Commitment, courage, compassion, or competence? Where are you the weakest? So my weak spot has been courage, because I was bullied growing up, and I just always let people bully me, and I wouldn't stand up for myself. I wouldn't stand up to anybody, and I didn't feel like I was worthy of it. And so I became, you can't fight back. You become a chicken. Courage was mine. Xavier, yours too? Rora? Yeah. Like that one was the one that I fought with. So what is your weakest spot? Good to see all of you guys this morning, by the way. What is your weak spot? What is of the four superpowers, where are you the weakest? Commitment, competence, courage, or compassion? Which one are you the weakest at? You were about to talk about Zillow. Oh, sorry, Bert. Okay, this is how, guys, the four superpowers is how you beat Zillow. The four superpowers is how you beat Zillow, because Zillow cannot compete with you on this. Okay, Zillow's not committed to its client, to people's best interest. It's committed to itself. They don't competence. They don't claim, when they hook the consumer up with an agent, they don't claim that their agent is the best. They're premium because they pay money. That's all you got to do to be a premium agent, is pay them money. You can suck. So if you're a great agent at delivering great results, you beat Zillow, but you beat them because I can deliver better results for my clients. Now, this is not true unless it's true for you. Okay. But the big one is compassion, because you actually care about your clients. Zillow doesn't care about anything except money. They care about themselves. It's a corporation. So when you try to beat Zillow at technology, hello, are you kidding me? You can't, you're not going to be, they are a tech giant. They are a technology platform. You can't you can't out tech them, but you can out touch them, because you care about the people. So the relationships is where you win, because Zillow does not serve the best interest of a client. Okay, they don't even, and how that's all going to shake out with their going brokerage, and that they are a threat. They are an enemy to your business. Um, they are out to undermine and exploit the real estate industry, which they have done. Guys, Zillow is brilliant, man. They are a brilliant business. These guys are smart, and they have kicked our butts. But you can't compete with them on technology because they beat you. But you can bury them when it comes to caring about your clients and delivering a better result. Okay? All iBuyers, they can't touch you. You're not going to touch them on trying to be like an iBuyer, but you can beat them on competence, on delivering better results, helping sellers get more money, and you can beat them on actually caring about the client. You got to understand the power of you as a real estate professional, as a real estate agent. And the four superpowers are going to be your salvation. All right, got it, guys? So I see some thumbs up. Give me thumbs up here. Click a like on the video. And thanks for your comments today. I'm looking to see, did anybody else do any comments here? So I gave you the Zillow thing here. Where's your weak spot? Competence. Aminata says she's got to get more competence. Eselina says courage. I know I'm the best for my clients, but I'm scared to show it, Rora. So courage. Courage is my weakest. Courage verbally, but actions have been brave. Okay. But so I'm hearing courage for most of you is the weakest point. By the way, that does not surprise me, because what is the number one emotion that drives most agents? It's fear. Fear of loss, fear of rejection. We're afraid of losing a deal. We're afraid of losing a client because we're going to upset them, and we're afraid of rejection. So when fear drives you, courage is definitely not operating in spades. So turbocharge that courage. How do you do it? Courage is a choice. It is a choice to take action in spite of fear. That's what courage is. So courage is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. The more you don't follow it, the more you let fear rule, the stronger fear becomes, and the weaker your courage becomes. So, courage. There you go. All right, guys. Sounds like we know what we got to work on. Go out there, have a great week, play to win, and always expect yes. We'll see you soon.